So now we'll be moving into scholarship opportunities outside Africa, right? So there are quite a lot of them. And the first is the Chevening Scholarship, which is funded by the UK government, and it's open to citizens of developing countries, and it's a one-year scholarship, fully funded master's, covers your accommodation and tuition. And the application for 2022 is currently open, though the financial value is not stated, but yeah, I think if it covers your master's, your tuition and your living expenses, pays your flights, then I think bulk of everything is paid for. And also, you may want to prove that you have worked for some time, you have work experience for you to apply for this scholarship. And the next will be a Commonwealth Scholarship open to citizens of Commonwealth countries. And this funds PhD scholarship as well. And you must have at least a 2-1 for you to apply for this scholarship. And you must prove that you're unable to afford your school fees for you to apply for this. So application for the scholarship for 2023 to 2024 are now open and closes 18th of October. So you may want to visit the Commonwealth Scholarship website to get more information and then prepare a good application for you to apply for the scholarship. And in the US, is a Fulbright scholarship. And this scholarship actually is open to most people who maybe are already studying in their country of origin, and you want to maybe come to the US for like an exchange program or something. Yeah. So you can get funded to come like do some studies here in the US, and you can get full information about this on the Fulbright website. And also, I think from the American Embassy, you can get full information about how to go about applying for this. So this covers your tuition, covers your settling in allowance, book allowance, and even your trip to the US. Yeah. So an interesting one in Europe, which I think funds a lot of people, is the European Molecular Biology Laboratory. So this welcomes application from citizens of almost every country in the world. And the winter application submission deadline will be October 4th this year. And submission of your references will be October 6th. So currently, I think you should be preparing to submit for this if you are interested in getting this scholarship. And the Gates Cambridge Scholarship also is another interesting scholarship that's kind of fully paid. And it's offered by the University of Cambridge in the UK, and funds mostly full-time studies. But however, they're kind of working on funding like people who are interested in doing like part-time studies. And so this funds you to the tune of about £18,000 for 12 months, and also pays for like your visa costs and your health insurance. And the time of call is like currently, so this is open 15th of September. So you can just check on the website, get full information, and funds students in arts and humanities, not just restricted to people in the sciences. So another interesting scholarship is the Joint Japan World Bank Graduate Scholarship. So this is a fully funded scholarship, pays even your travel expenses, medical insurance, and funds studies in the US, Europe, Africa, and Oceania, and opens between January to February. You must be a national of a World Bank member developing country for you to access this. So Nigeria is a member, and you can check that out. You can apply for this, and you must have like 3 years or more recent development work related experience for you to apply for this. So you may just want to look up the website, get full information for this. And another is the Japanese Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science, and Technology scholarship. Funds all levels from bachelor to PhD. And for masters and PhD, will fund you up to 144,000 yuan per month, and pays also your return fare, pays your visa fee. And you must be a Nigerian to apply. You must be less than 34 years. And you can get full information about this from the Japanese embassy website in Nigeria. And also you can also check the Japanese Ministry of Education website to get full information, so you can prepare a good application for submission. So I think an interesting one that has really funded a lot of Africans and keeps funding Africans is the German Academic Exchange Service Scholarship. So this has like a variety of scholarship on their website. They have a lot of schools that partner with them. They fund also from, I think they have a lot of areas of research they fund. So you may want to just look it up and submit your application. And also they have programs where you can be studying in your home country and still get funded, and or go for like some exchange programs and get funded by the German Academic Exchange program. So the time of call is variable depending on the program you are applying for and the scholarship you are applying for under the German Academic Exchange program. So you may just want to look this up and get full information about it. And also in Germany is the Catholic Academic Exchange Program, and funds students from developing countries and support scholars also undertaking postdoctoral research in Germany. And though the time of call is not really stated, but you can just check the website to just keep yourself abreast with information so that you can apply as soon as it opens. And it's open to scholars from Africa, Asia, and the Middle East. You must have a university degree and professional experience for you to apply for this. But so one requirement also is you need to have like some basic German language skills. They also offer this for like 6 months. So you may just want to check and see how you can get these skills before you apply. An interesting one as well is the Chinese scholarship, council scholarship is open to citizens of developing countries, and they offer numerous scholarships. So when you go on their website, you're going to see like numerous scholarships that are offered. So some of them are offered by the Chinese government, some by local governments in China, and some by the Confucius Institutes in China. In addition to these scholarships mentioned, like by the Chinese government, the local government, and the institute, there are also scholarships offered by Chinese universities. So you could find an interesting one that funds your area of study, or that funds the course of choice which you want to do. And eligibility is open to international students from outside China. Once you're outside China, you're eligible to apply. And you must not be in possession of any Chinese government scholarship to apply. You must have a bachelor's to apply for a master's, and a master's to apply for a PhD. The time of call is usually January to April each year. You can get full information about this on the Chinese embassy website. So the next is the Enrich Wolf Foundation Grant Scholarship, and offers scholarship to excellent to scholars with excellent academic records. But one requirement is that you must have a written proof of German language proficiency for you to apply for this. And the application deadline is usually 1st March. And the time of call is between March 1st to September 1st each year. So the financial value is not stated. So, but you can get all information you need on the website for you to put in a good application, and also probably find out the minimum German language requirements you would need to apply for this. So the Leeds doctoral scholarship also is an interesting one, open to open to UK, EU, and non-EU applicants. And successful applicants will receive payment to cover their tuition fees for up to 3 years, and funds you to the tune of about £15,000. That's like your maintenance fee. And the time of call varies for different disciplines. So you may just want to look up, check the University of Leeds website to see the time of call for the different disciplines when they open, so you can apply. And the last application deadline was 1st of June this year. So they fund from arts to humanities, sciences. So this would actually fund a vast area of research. And the next is a scholarship in Canada, the Vanier Canada Graduate Scholarship. It's 3 years non-renewable scholarship, and it's distributed across 3 Canadian institutes. So for you to be awarded this scholarship, you must be nominated by one of the federal granting agencies. So in doing this, you would have to send in your application through one of the federal granting agencies. You would have to send in your application at the same time through one of the federal granting agencies, and they fund you. The financial value is up to about $15,000 per year for 3 years. which will cover your tuition and your living expenses. So this is also quite an interesting one, the Google PhD scholarship. So the fellowships are awarded to scholars in various areas of research, but majorly, if you look at the areas, the fund kind of covers people in computing, maybe mathematical science, quantum computing, management, network systems. So if you've got an interest for any of this area, this will be a very good scholarship for you to apply for. And not just because your PhD will be funded, but I think scholarships like this will open more opportunities for you to get a Google scholarship. That's really a big one. And the eligibility, you must be a full-time graduate student pursuing like a PhD. So you can actually even apply for this even when you're studying in Nigeria, if your area of research aligns with what they are funding. So funds you for up to 3 years and covers your stipend and research-related activities, even travel expenses. But the Erasmus Mundus also is a European-based scholarship that funds both master's and PhD scholarships in various European universities. And they fund people from computer science, humanities, down to health sciences, as well as social sciences. And it's a fully funded scholarship, all expenses paid, pays you monthly stipend, free tuition, your travel expenses. But you have to show like proof of English proficiency, which maybe could be TOEFL, IELTS, or you can check on their website to see if they've got other English proficiency requirement they accept. And there are no age limitation for this. And the minimum CGPA will be 2.5 to 3.0 for you to apply for the Erasmus Mundus scholarship. The Rhodes Scholarship UK is a scholarship by Oxford University. And Rhodes scholars are funded to come to the UK for 1 or 2 years to study in Oxford University, and provides you with like monthly stipend, covers your accommodation, your visa fee, health insurance, and also pays for your flight. And it's open to all Africans who are of 18 years and above, and you must have completed your bachelor's or master's before applying for this. And the financial value for the 2021-2022 academic year, the stipend was about $17,000 per year, which would go a long way to help you. And also the time of call for 2022, it opened in 1st of June and closed like 15th of September. So probably this may be the time at which it opens every year. So you may want to also go on the website and just get all the necessary information so you can prepare to apply for this. So the Lund University Global PhD Scholarship is an interesting one for people who are non-citizens of the European Union and of the European Union, and they fund various programs. So they have a lot of scholarship, like program-specific scholarships, and they have also a lot of joint master's program which you can apply for. And you must be a citizen of a country outside the EU for you to apply for this. And you must also make application for this scholarship at the same time you are applying for your studies. And the selection process, like I said, is undertaken at the same time. When they're selecting you for the program, they're also going to select you for the scholarship. So this is an interesting one. You would not have to apply at different times. So you may want to go on the university website and get full information on this. So another government scholarship in Europe is the Danish government scholarship, supported by the Denmark Ministry of Higher Education. And to be eligible for this, you must be a non-EU citizen enrolling for a master's or PhD in a Danish university. And it's a fully funded scholarship, and the scholarship includes full tuition waiver and also a grant to help cover your living expenses. And the financial value, though not stated, but monthly stipend ranges from about 6,000 to 10,000 krone before tax every month. And the time of call also not clear, but more information can be obtained from the Danish government website. The Swedish Institute Scholarship for Global Professional, which is funded by this Swedish Ministry of Foreign Affairs, also is an interesting scholarship. Funds up to about 600 master's taught programs in English every year. And but the 2022, I think it's open, and you fund several scholarship. You must be a citizen of one of the eligible countries, of which I checked Nigeria is an eligible country. So you can apply for this. So you may just want to get full information for this to apply and see the different fields that are supported and the different courses that are also supported. So Cornell University in the US has also got like scholarships for doctoral studies, which is fully funded. Cornell University is one of the Ivy League schools in the US, and the application deadline is 15th of February 2023. So currently it's open. So you can look this up and apply before it closes. So you still have time from now to 15th of February for you to apply for this scholarship. So this is a scholarship basically for women. This scholarship basically supports women who want to do their graduate study or postdoctoral studies in the US. Like say you're currently in Nigeria and you want to come over to the US for a postdoctoral study, you can actually apply for this or a graduate study. So you must be a citizenship of a country other than USA, and you have to show like a proof of English proficiency, and doctoral applicants must have applied by 15th of November, which means it's currently open for application. So it's got a financial value of up to about $20,000 to $50,000, and opens 1st of August every year to November 15th, which means this will be a good time to put in an application for the scholarship if you are a lady and you want to come to the US. So another interesting one is the University of Copenhagen PhD position. They are fully funded scholarships for international students, and they are available for a 3-year period. And the monthly salary, like you're paid about 3,000 euros as at April 2020. That's what you get paid every month if you are doing your PhD in this school. And from what I even read online, they said you could negotiate your salary with them. But I think even with this, probably this would be a good pay for you to survive within Europe. So it's open to all countries, and also you must hold a relevant MSc degree, and emphasis is laid on publication. So you'll do yourself good to list your publication when you are applying, even if you think they're not like high impact publications, but at least for the fact that you have published shows your scholarship abilities. So it will be good if you include all of this when you're applying. So for like, when I was talking about Masters Card Foundation Scholars Program in Africa, I actually talked about that in different universities, but I got to realize like in the US, there are a lot of universities that offer the MasterCard Foundation scholarship. So I just chose to just talk about it generally. So you will do well to go on the MasterCard Scholar Program website in the US and Canada to see the different universities that offer the scholarship, so you can apply to them individually. And they are open to individuals in sub-Saharan Africa, and also most of them are fully funded to pay for your living expenses, your tuition, even travel expenses, books. And this also, I'm very sure, will be good scholarships for you to get to come here, will relieve you of a lot of burden. And also an important one is the ACI Foundation Scholarship. And on the ACI website, they have several scholarship schemes which you can apply for. It's open to internationals applying to study in the US or Canadian institutions. And you must also show a proof of English proficiency. So the deadline for application is November 1st, 2022. And they fund you, they give you a monthly stipend of about $10,000. So, and they pay for your airfare. I don't think it's a monthly stipend of $10,000. I think they just say an educational stipend of $10,000. So for that mistake. So they also pay for your airfare, your hotel, your travel expenses, and they assign you to a mentorate. So the next also is the MMF grant for women in developing country. So this is just for women. So that would be an interesting one for the ladies to apply for. So the time of call is September 15th to January 15th, and you must be at least 25 years of you must be at least 25 years old at the time of applying for this, and be a national of a country listed on the eligibility list, of which I checked, and Nigeria is one of the countries. So yeah, so you can apply for this, and I think it would be good to put in an application now, since it's open. And you can get full details about this. So you can either study in the US or Canada if you are applying for this grant. So yeah, this brings me to one of the last slides for this presentation. And there are a lot of scholarship opportunities actually for studies within and outside Africa. Like within Africa, most times you may be sitting on gold and you don't know. So don't just overlook studying in Africa. There are a lot of scholarships that may even pay you more than going outside of Africa. And most of the scholarships will set you on a good platform for you to even leave Africa and go to Europe. Like the Sante scholarship, the ARI scholarship, most of them pay for you are entitled to about 2-3 conferences, international conferences. So you just want to look up all of those. And there are several places where the scholarships could be found, like scholars for dev.com, find masters.com, find phd.com, quite a lot of them. And I wish you guys all the best of luck, and please open to questions. My contact also is on this slide. You can send me email. I'm sure I'll be able to give you guys good information about scholarship opportunities in Africa. That because I know I applied for quite a lot of them, and I've come across people who also applied for them. And I also want to thank the Zeribe Wosu Foundation for this opportunity, for the minute free that I could present on this, and also to Princess and Dr. Zeribe himself for also the work they did on this slide to bring out all the necessary information and keep the flow. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. This is a fantastic presentation. Right. So there's a point I wanted to make very early on, which was somehow skipped, which was that the seminar was supposed to be moderated by Chief Upai, but he is unavoidably absent due to a personal circumstance. And so I was asked to take over. So I'm just saying that for those who had wanted to, or who were expecting to see his face again, and today. And so I hope that you are not totally disappointed, and you will see him next month when he takes over once again. Right. And again, I want to thank the speaker for a very fantastic presentation. This is a lot of effort, and this is a lot of work in assembling these slides. And not just that, also the delivery was spot on. I enjoyed every part of it, and a lot of opportunities that I did not know about, and and some additional details that you were able to highlight about some of these scholarships. I think this was a very well delivered presentation. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.